FullAuto. Within Hometown Heroes, they have gone an even 2-2, so this will end up being the tiebreaker between them. So if anybody actually can dethrone Viking, it might be FullAuto. But of course, Viking himself has only been able to win a single week in this region, even though he's #1 in points. So he really wants this win. Being first place is always good. It would 100% guarantee him that spot within that top 4, and he really wants this. Now, of course, he's going to be in winners, and FullAuto is going to have to win a 3 out of 5 to reset the bracket, and then another 3 out of 5 if he wants to win the tournament.
This is the #1 ranked player versus the #2 ranked player, and these coveted points make all the difference in GameStop Hometown Heroes. And now we are ready, folks, for the finals. Get on Twitter, use that hashtag Hometown Heroes. Let us know who you want to win the battle for Miami. And here we go. It's Cyborg versus Atrocitus.
All right, so we did see the Cyborg pick come out earlier, and it didn't work quite as well as he wanted it to. But in the previous week, we saw Alcatraz choose Cyborg against, I can't remember who it was exactly, but we saw him choose it against an Atrocitus player, and that pick worked out very well, as it's already looking like it's working out.
I was up against Game Freaks a little bit earlier in tonight's series when Game Freaks was using Scarecrow. Game Freaks was able to take that matchup, I believe, and that's where we saw the switch up from FullAuto
to Deadshot.
There's that vomit. It's still very effective.
Yeah, this corner pressure is looking so good. It's going to be very tough for Cyborg to challenge a lot of this pressure because he does have a little bit of a stubby normal problem.
Ooh, beautiful footsies coming from DR Viking to dodge that attack.
Oh, actually tried to punish the projectile on the way down. I'm not sure if that works as Atrocitus.
Smart projectile play coming from our Cyborg player in order to use it to dodge the Dexstar projectiles.
Oh, and Viking's really trying to counter zone, but it hasn't worked out so far. Even when he had the life lead, he just slowly lost his life.
There's a booyah call out from Cyborg. Barely able to dodge a projectile. Dodges against the shield. Another projectile from Dexstar is going to trade up the health bar, and FullAuto has a very slight lead against Atrocitus. DR Viking. There's that drone.
And the nice thing about that push block at the end of that last round was the fact that it meant that when they started this next life bar, they were very far away from each other. If Viking had taken it with that guaranteed chip, they would have ended up really close.
And there is 209 damage afflicted.
Oh, and that was a push block bait. So smart. That's something you have to be aware of as an Atrocitus player because so many people love to push block him to get rid of some of that Dexstar time. But if you cancel your normal into a meter burn forward 3 bounce cancel, it just absorbs the push block and gets you a full combo instead.
A lot of zoning coming from OD FullAuto. Building that meter. He's got 2 bars filled right now, and there's the push forward, but no dice for DR Viking. Viking is in trouble. Uses a shield to push forward.
Oh, and now the Dexstar's out. It's going to be very tough. Good meter burn roll, but still FullAuto recovering in time, and the counter pick working out.
Cyborg wins.
At least for game 1.
That's true. There are many, many more games to go, but like I was saying, I feel like the OD guys might have chosen Cyborg, particularly against this matchup. As a lot of them do play Deadshot, it's considered a little bit of a troublesome matchup for Deadshot, so Cyborg might be their answer.
Let's find out which stage they're going to be playing on. Metropolis or Gorilla City.
And the stage, especially against zoners, makes such a huge difference. If there are tools to help you get in on zoning, then it'll be really good for, of course, the aggressor. But if there are all these corner interactables that are great for getting you out of the corner, then the character running away is going to have a really nice chance to get out of there.
Atrocitus goes for the jump. Cyborg goes for the low. No first connection, but OD FullAuto is able to get the first strike.
Wow, that was a really good conversion. Very, very spacing specific.
Blood NATO, Atrocitus pushing Cyborg into the corner. Viking now dictating what's happening in the fight. Uses the overhead, continues with the onslaught, and that's going to take the first health bar off of OD FullAuto.
Wow, just within seconds. That was so quick, and now Cyborg not known as a character that has particularly high damage, so his main goal is to try to chip you away and slowly gain a consistent life lead with zoning. His comeback potential really isn't there. It's going to be very, very tough if he wants to make that happen.
Pressing forward. Ooh, nice wake-up attack. But it's too little too late right now because we're back in the same position as that last health bar.
Oh, and now just to make things worse, Dexstar is out. Will he be able to get the combo? Oh, he mistimed that. He would have actually been able to get the combo from the punch float, but instead, I think FullAuto may have given up at the end right there, just sat there, lit Dexstar, take him out. Wow.
Took the L, taking a breath, and let's see if he's going to stick with Cyborg or change to Deadshot.
Yeah, the adaptation was huge from Viking. Obviously, the pick was very good in the first game, but Viking just didn't let FullAuto do any sort of zoning at all in the second game. And obviously, that's going to change the entire game as Cyborg just wants to zone. That's all he wants to do.
Just want to zone, bro? Why does your rage have to get in the way of my zoning, Atrocitus?
Yeah, he's just trying to shoot some projectiles. He's trying to test out his new arm blaster. Maybe he's trying to practice. He's shooting a target. The target just happens to be behind Atrocitus, and he's like, "Why do you keep getting in the way?"
That's right.
I'm not even shooting it.
You got to shoot through your opponent. Well, there's a mother box. I think that was a gold one.
Ooh.
Projectiles coming from Dexstar. Dexstar's going to take off, go grab some kibble. He'll be back. And this is the damage that Viking wants. Bloodnado.
Oh, actually uses that interactable. We were talking about that last week, how we never see anybody use the Tusk. The Tusk only becomes available after you use the background bounce, because then it breaks off of the whatever actual animal that is. I mean, I want to say elephant, but who knows?
It's a big elephant. Bloodnado. And the strike through again with the Meterberg for the back three. 311 damage on that combo. There's more of that zoning from Cyborg, trying to stay away, but Atrocitus is moving in too fast.
And FullAuto accidentally jumped into the punch flow. Look at him just jumping back and forth over the projectile.
Skipping rope with his Cyborg friend.
Oh, no. Oh, he got over it with the punch float. What an awesome choice. The perfect answer. He would have absolutely died to that Doom Bub, but he knew exactly what to do. That was just too good.
Rage all you got. I need nothing else.
That's right, because it's proven to be very effective. You can float with rage, apparently.
It's there are a lot of uses for it. It's a multifaceted tool. But FullAuto still has some space. Oh no, he dashed forward and that opened him up to the jump in two. And he doesn't have Flash available, so he's going to have to deal with all of these mix-ups, especially now that Dexstar's out. It was a good push block. There's still a decent amount of time. All right, that was a good choice to throw. He knew that Dexstar was about to go away, so his pressure was going to end one way or another. Might as well take the knockdown from throw.
More of that zoning.
Yeah, and FullAuto, he's got such a huge life deficit, but he's got the space. It was very nice to get out. Oh, and that mother box really helped him waste a lot of that time on Dexstar.
Shield absorbing that shot. The opening that... Oh! Wow! We got some smack talk. We got some smack talk.
Atrocitus wins.
DR Viking takes the next game.
I feel like what that really was saying was, stop running away. Get back here.
That's right.
You can't get away from me. But, I mean, FullAuto's done it before. He's stayed out of the range. He's managed to get out of the corners a lot more effectively. And actually, one tool that I would really like to see from his Cyborg, if he chooses to use Cyborg again, is the grapple. We very rarely see him use the grapple to get out of the corner, which is a great tool. And I believe we won't be seeing it because he's going back to his tried and true main, Deadshot.
Deadshot using meter. Hand in hand. It's like milk and cookies.
Building meter and using meter.
I can't wait to see the memes on Twitter after that one. Milk and cookies with Deadshot. Here we go. Had some great cookies thanks to our audio engineer, Beastmaster.
Yeah,
brought him in for the crew. All right, here we go, folks. The final for Miami in week number 8.
Oh, and that is a good conversion. That is the absolute best conversion that we could have possibly seen from Viking in that situation.
There's the throw into the jukebox.
And
I see your rifle, and I raise you a blood NATO.
yeah, he said, I've got a low projectile too. But you know, one of the things that I love the most about FullAuto is how he uses his interactables. But he isn't able to use interactables in the same way when he's using a power character like Cyborg. So that's one of the reasons why I really like seeing him choose Deadshot.
Viking in the lead. OD FullAuto trying to maintain that zoning range, but goes mid. Atrocitus is just waiting for an opening.
And it was a lot of really good patience by Viking, but FullAuto clips him with just the end of the blue traded shots, and of course that knocks the full screen. Now, one of the biggest aspects of this matchup is saving meter as Deadshot so that you can challenge the shield as soon as Dexstar is out.
DR Viking still in the lead on health, and OD FullAuto's in trouble in the corner. Oh, the trade from the wake-up or the armor, and that goes in favor of Atrocitus, but there's another wake-up attack from OD FullAuto trying to get out of the corner, and the clash.
For you. It cannot trump rage.
And the clash winner is nobody. It's tied.
Yeah, FullAuto could have won that with his one bar, but instead he wanted to use it for the pushback and the chip of meter burn low rifle. Oh, he gets opened up, but no full conversion by Viking. He didn't have the meter. Still, this is going to be a lot of damage, and he's one mix-up away from taking the tournament. Great push block, but oh no, how rude.
The banter, the smack talk going, me and my cat got your number, and it is 0. Goodbye.
Atrocitus
Deadshot,
wins.
congratulations to DR Viking, the winner of Week 8 for Miami.
So congratulations to him, finally able to win another week. He won Week 1 and now has won again in Week 8. And that will just further his lead above the rest of the pack, past the competition. I believe that means that he's also in that 500-point spot. So we've got a few players throughout all of the regions who are in that 500-point spot. Viking is one of them now.
Well, congratulations. He's going to have to make sure he's got plenty of gas to drive out to the GameStop store on August 12th. And let's see if he's going to bring some of this smack talk as well out of the gameplay. But definitely have to tip our hats over to OD FullAuto. He really cruised through the loser's bracket. But second place, not a bad place to be when it comes to those points. And these players will be fighting again this weekend in all of the regions on Sunday. We still have 2 more weeks as we move into Week 9 and Week 10. Again, a big shout out to all of our players, but especially Grape. I mean, a kid from high school able to go this far and get started in the competitive world.